have to clean your nose. Look, have to clean your nose. Okay, and okay, got you. Okay, good, good girl, good girl. Yes, good girl, good girl. Yes. Okay, I already forgot. I'm eating vegetables uncooked. Too lazy to cook them. Eat them uncooked. Okay, I'll eat them after. I'm going to point down to what I want to. Jesus. Fish. Why do they say this? There's reasons, I believe, because the circles. Whoop. Are you having a ball? So, anyways, when the circles pass each other, they create fish. So this is what I believe is the Jesus fish. Now they call this on the 91st day of the year. You know what's funny about this? Um, I was looking at some kind of design, and I always get like with doctor, deer, words that come together, D and R. Okay, and I just did this before in a video part of this, and it's like almost like saying one side of the heart or a jack, the J letter, coming together, and this is what happens. So these are two parts of the jack. I'm not sure if they turn in this way or they which way they come in, but anyways, yeah. So the other part I wanted to talk about beside the Jesus fish is that let's say you have a train and it's coming down the tracks, and there's a track here and there's a track here. So you know what's over here? Yeah. You have the rails and you have the, what's it called? And then you have the spikes. I'm building a scenario. Do you want to know what I'm doing before I go on? I'm building a scenario. I'm telling a story. I'm telling a story from what I believe is, from what I see. I'm telling a story like the railroad tracks. Railroad tracks. Driving on 11, you're on this side, on that side of the crossing. The letter H and I. This is the H. This is the I. Draw it out on paper. Yeah, I have to put this over how many people are here because there are none. And it doesn't make me feel so good that I can't put a live video out there and the dude. Oh, you're so cute. What can we do for you? I like to do a little entertainment. Need to fill my heart. My heart is empty, but it's full. Okay. Let me get back to this. The 91st day of the year is what they call poisson in French. I think it's spelt like that. Okay. Now that you can look at this over here, what I can think that it is, I like to look at S and S as either 55, 19, and 19, 10 and 10, 0, 1 and 0, 1. But the actuality of the S, okay, might be telling a slightly different story according to roulette. In roulette, the 19th area is the S. If I would reverse it, it would be the 08th area in place of H. So S and H come together to have 19 and 8 equaling to 27. Here is 1 and 8. Now, one thing about this, what's special is that if you look at most roulettes, now I would have to show you which one it is. Well, the in I don't know, the Montreal Casino or something. I'll have to look for it online. Just give me a second. Roulette table betting board. So when you, I don't know if you can see this. Let me pull it out here. Let me rearrange this. So when you look over here, you'll notice that 10 is black, 1 is red, 19, okay, is red, 28 is black. It ends on 7 and it begins on 1. It's 2 and it's 8. The numeric value for man and the cycle of the moon. 3 ends in 36, 3 ends in 9, 2 ends in 8, 1 ends in 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. But the halfway board before everything is mirrored is started over here. So how do we not know that this is the beginning over here, going that way? Wait a second. I have something else to say. Okay, that because 19 is red, maybe I'm going to go 1 plus 9, okay, in order to turn back red. 28 would have to turn red before it would turn black, before it would turn back red. 1 and 28 is 29. 10 and 19 is 29. 19 and 1 is 20. 28 and 10 is 38. These are stories. Okay, these are stories. I don't really know what the stories are. Yeah, I can create them right here, right now. But I need them to show you what the math means and why they are the stories, right? Look at that. Bat's mitzvah, 12, 3 and 9, right, creates the child. And through that child in the E world of A and C creation, this side is R. This side, okay, is L. That is where RAPHAEL comes in. This board over here is right there. Not only there, but I've got different designs further down there. I'm not sure if you can see the cubes that are coming out of it. Very hard to see the cubes in the center. Not on the top. The top cubes, there's something a little bit different. I don't have the answer for them. They might be the same thing. I doubt it, meaning that there are two centers. The center between 16 and 21, and the link between 36 and 1, folding the table this way. But at the same time, the design of the board is telling me some kind of other story. Each one of these pieces are known to me as folds, where you can fold it, right? Fold, cut, bend. So there's something going on with all of this, and they tell you stories. Here it's 1 and 9. 1 to 18 equals 171. Plus 19, 181, 190. 196 in rotation, 19 spirit. Here it's 1 and 9. Here it's 1 and 9. 1 and 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1 and 9. So it's all 1 and 9. This, the value over here, red, okay, is 9 and black is 2. This becomes 29. This becomes birth through the sun, red and black. 1 through 12. 1 through 12, anybody? 78. 2 through 12. Okay, 2 through 12. Let's do it down on paper if everybody can lift their head and remember. See, when you look at this, right? It's, you see, I showed you the whole design. This is not the design. This is the whole design. But when you want to see the real design of this, it's actually, I want to see if I did this right. Okay, let me do it elongated. Okay, I'm going to try and explain this. This is the pipeline. And around this pipeline and this pipeline is the scroll, the book. And you unroll it from this one to this one. And it's just, this is the top and the bottom. These are what you unroll right here. Two snakes. Okay, equal to the paper. The scroll is not the same, and this is not the same either. Okay, I just need to show you that it's from the top to the bottom. Okay, from the top to the bottom, and it has a fixed size. It has a fixed size this way. This way is shorter than this way. Okay, Mars is 22, Earth is 33. That means Mars, it becomes 4, and Earth will become 39, and Mars will become 44. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, 44. It'll become the division of night and day. Do you remember? It was creation of day. Day can be looked at in many ways. Opus Dei, one of the dice cubes, is the way you say day. And the starting of day could be one of Mars's moons, but an abbreviation, instead of saying Demas, they said, hey, day, you there, day? You there, day? I mean, even in this image over here, you might see a cross, but wait. Do something to your eyes. Try and see it. Put a camera on it where it looks a little bit different. You can see there's more height. 4 different properties going down. See the way it's going down? Like it's holding up something from the top. Something's going on in here. I'm not sure if you can actually see the artwork that's deeper. And the artwork has to be in your eyes only. Anyways, I don't want to get into that, but number 1 is the only one that becomes black and red. There is no other, and it creates a design. In this area of the board, there's 2 of the same color above each other. There is no that in any other part of the board. You want to play? Yeah? Yeah? What do you have to say? Yeah, they used you. They used the cat too. I'm going to change the subject a little bit. How well can you hear? I know you hear well. You just ignore me, cat. I think I want one of those. Yes, when you make me, when I become human, I want what the cat has, able to just ignore, have great balance from high places, and couldn't give a good hoots, and buries her information. I want one of those. Where do I go? Okay, here, I want part of the cat. I can probably see at night. Yes, that comes with the cat. You can see at night. And I make all my selections on, I want to be like the dog because I want to be like that watchdog, you know. And anyways, fill in all my connections, hit the button. I see a red light goes on. Sorry, sir, not for humans. Humans are not as keen on hearing as a selective choice of animals. I am going to choose my deaf cat. Because no matter how hard I scream, that cat will just sleep right through it. I'll fall asleep after that. I want to be able to jump and leap high buildings. Well, maybe I should become my cat because she's jumping 4 times her height. 4 or 5 feet. My cat is not even a foot tall. I want to smell like my cat because I'm tired of eating the garbage out there. I want to hear a little bit better because I want to hear what everybody has to say. So I won't have to judge anybody, by only they will be judging themselves, because I will hear the transparency in which will be my truth and their denial. And that's the truth. We don't live by our reality. We live by everybody's wearing Nike. If you want to have something that's good quality, not because everybody's wearing it, but now you think that now, wow, Nike came out and they got the best shoe, a little expensive, a little bit more to last a little bit longer. Nike. Now, something you haven't thought of yet because you're not a psychic. You're not a numerologist. You're not open to stupidity like I talk. So you wouldn't believe that it is the word that is said, and the excitement of the adrenal gland, so important that your adrenal gland goes up. Some sort of energy transformation inside of you, and everybody's got it. I want Nike. I want it. I gotta have the Xbox. The adrenal is up. What happens in the psi world? All the bodies in the psi world that are sleeping through the geometric generator, transforming. Everybody gets pumped up. Tons of power comes in. Telegram, Bitcoin, the ledgers. Do you think we created the telephone, the car, electricity just like that? From where did it come, this information? How do we know? Because you just don't know. Because of the element, by you studying the element, the patience, so that you can transpire through the information network, how everything works. So you go down a long road, you have to go far and get it, but you only can put so much information inside here. You store it in your eyeballs, you store it in your muscles. We go a long distance to get this information, and a lot of times we don't forget. What is that conscience that we are building? Where do we store it? How do we retrieve it? Well, if you don't pack it in there, you defragment it, you categorize it. And boom, just like that, it comes back. Because your head is clear, because you know the truth, you can see over the lies. There's no more wasting time to know that I have to secure myself from the security. And your mind becomes free, freedom. Transparency. I was just watching a video before, an amazing video. In fact, I am going to share it. This is the most amazing video because it's old. Copy link address. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see where it is. Hold on a second. Copy link address. Let me see if I can do this here. I'm not, no, this is a Facebook thing. So I'm not sure if everybody has it. Not sure if it's going to work. Let me see what it does. Oh yeah, it's okay, but I can get the link here. It's from the Black Sheep Media Group. Black Sheep Media Group. Anyways, Black Sheep Media Group. Anyways, so I can come here and do numbers, but the numbers have taught me to tell stories. Well, they haven't taught me to tell stories. I tell the stories because that's why I'm here, telling the stories from the numbers. Very, very basic. I don't know where Messer is. I'd like to know. I'm very basic. I tell the small stories. And the small story, I believe, can back up the larger stories by telling that the numbers do tell the truth. Once you understand the truth through the small stuff, it's so much easier to say, yeah, I believe 86 times 86 is this number over here. There was something else I wanted to speak about. We were talking about number 19, the way 1 and 9 becomes 10, becomes 1. Well, 19 times 19, in which is just the other side, okay, of the second half of roulette. 19 times 19 is 361. That is 1 degree more, okay, than 360. But it's 4.25 less than the average year. Hold on a second. I'm going to actually show that to you. The year, okay, I always compare it to something, right? You can say the laws of Moses. You can say a lot of things. You can say the air conditioning if you want, okay? You can say the church spirit, creation of, okay. Creation of Jupiter Gateway. When you have 99, you always have to have 88. Doesn't matter what you do. You have 99, you have 88, you have 88, you have 86, you have 99. Chief Max Maxwell Smart. AG entity '86, and then you have now you can come out here and say, well, what are you talking about? What's the barn? What are you doing? See, there's a I look terrible. Is that what I look like? Oh my God, that's terrible. I'm just, oh my God, sit up, old man. These are what happens is one thing leads to another. Where I get Jupiter, the numeric value for Jupiter adds up in the letter count of 99. When you can invert something, if you look from a different angle, you're going to see that as 66. So I'm not going to take it for granted unless it was written in stone. And even then, why should I? I want to know all the possibilities. Not, well, we're not going to do it that way. No. Oh, that's not right. We shouldn't play the game that way. That's not what the instructions say. The instructions are the skeleton of the rules. What makes that game fun is when you make changes to the game. You are the creator. You have the deck of cards. You create. Who created sevens? Who created eights? Who created casino? Who created blackjack? Why should it always be their rules and regulations? Why can't you have it all and make it for everybody that's in the game? And if everybody finds it fair, well, go ahead and play. Have a good time. What is this with the rules? You see in sports, they're changing the rules all the time. All the time they're changing the rules. The game changes all the time. Evolution. But why? Why change the rules? What's happening? Well, I don't know. Maybe my computer needs an upgrade. I'll change the rules. Oh, wait a second. I need a holiday. My computer's overrun. Nobody knows this.
You know what? It'll cost me more money if it breaks down while they're there unless I give them the day off. You know what? Let's create a national holiday because I got to fix the computer system. It'll cost me way less and I can do it every single year. Nobody know what I'm doing. Only certain people will come into work. But nobody will ask questions. It's just a job. Right, Ralph? Working in the sewage systems. You know what I'm saying? Maxwell Smart, Agent 86, created, okay, in communication, 9 Lives of the Cat, Earth, where Agent 99 is from creation, Jupiter. Okay, so I'll play that she passed through the gateway, 99, and Maxwell Smart, well, he's in the heavens of 6. He's just a half-life. He can't put it together. He is at the pivotal point of the division, okay, of 7. He is, you know what I'm saying, controlled by the cube. Okay. So at the same time, we were talking about number 19. Now, number 19, special number, it creates 38, 57, 76. When it creates 57, it becomes the moon. It's also for the clover. If you want, we can talk about leprechauns, lucky leprechauns, and lucky leprechauns coins. Okay. Valentine, because in the word coin, it says 102 because the OI and the N come together. It is a pig because luck is 333 in numerology in basic alphabet, being C as the 3rd letter and L as the 12th letter. 1 plus 2 equals to 3, and U as the 21st letter. 2 plus 1 equals to 3, telling me that in the C house, in the house of the rising sea, in the house of the rising sea, the sun, with the coin over the front, it'll look like a C. Take away the coin, it becomes the sun. Put back the coin. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, 2 to each side. Mars, blockage of the sun. I'm just trying to think life, blockage of the sun, becoming day and night. So where was I with this 99, 86? Wow, I even mixed myself up. So the next realm of 86 is now 59. That's also on the dice. That tells you about the cat. What is that cat? Remember, something about Germany and communications. Communications. Something about communications in Munich. Is that in Germany? Where's Munich? Anyways, just give me a second. So this 19 by 19 equals 399. So we inverted to 66, which is actually ABC6, and you get the Octastar King, what you always knew, but you never thought to imagine. You never thought to imagine why that's the king. Well, I'm going to show you why, because we're just going to do this a little bit. Okay, just going to. Okay. Because imagine the king is right over here. Okay, the king is here. King is the X marks the spot. Spot's got size, right? 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1. Okay. 110 stories went down. Frighten the people, raise the adrenaline of the people, create energy through the people in the matrix system.
It's a movie. It ain't real what I talk about. It's science fiction. But what if it was real? Because it's real in numbers. It's very real in numbers and on paper. And we're using our own language to tell the story. You have to deny what somebody else has done. You tell me what I'm doing over here, if it's possible or it's not. Can the king go in this direction? Can the king go in this direction, or 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 this direction? Being in one area, okay, it can go in 8 directions. That is the king. 1, but you only can go 8 because, and you only can choose one of the 8. So you are 1, okay, that's you. Okay, and this one is the area you take. So now, okay, there are 7 left over and 1 void because you left 1 spot for another. Do you follow what I'm saying? There's an understanding for every story. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tell you that the king is number 41. He's number 41 king. Inside the king is when a big red sun. Right there. Number 23 ends up here. There is a birth that is going to happen with this over here in the word IN. 9 and 14. 23. And it is 9 and 5. These two together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 35. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. 9 and 8, 17. 5 and 6, 11 plus 7 plus 17 equals 2, 35. 24, 34, 35, 35. And is created by the star markings of 55, which is created by the minus, okay, and the plus. And this minus and plus, where this numeric value gives you electric company, gives you 11 craps, gives you the student of yo in the game of craps, okay? And go to the game, I'll explain it right there why. This word 55 is pass. What do you pass? You pass 45 or 54, the sun pass, the sun fox pass, right? Is that what they called it during the wartime? And don't forget, when they were playing football, they were calling out all these things. What were they calling out Peyton Manning a few years ago? Listen to the calls. They were calling it. They called it during the wartime. I used it. It's, can I say it's indoctrinated inside my head? That's what it is. So 29 is the birth, and it is created by the king. Number 41. This numeric value will calculate into here, where number 16 will calculate into here. 2, 4. 2 times 2 equals 4 times 2 equals 8 times 2 equals 16. This is where my half-life is 2 to the power of 4. And this is where my cat comes in. And that's where the 9 lives of the cat come in. And this is where Earth comes in. And it comes in as Earth because although you see just this design that I have drawn or made up or whatever you would like to say, and do it this way, this is Earth because Earth's numeric value is 52. Mars' numeric value, okay, lost under the shadows of a cat. Mars' numeric value is 51. Oh, So that's that basic story. So this is the king. So this is the king. Hold on a second. I need to get a little. I need to get a little space. And now the king is number 41. 11 and 9 is 20, and 14 is 34, and 7 is 21. Is 41. So you get 7 and 14 is 21 plus 9 is 30. If you do it the other way, 11 and 9 is 20, and this becomes 34. 34 and 30 is telling you, when you count it this way and that way, it's telling you Zion, Israel. It's telling you about DC. It's creation of the day of R and I, because of what the numeric values do, 3 and 6. Although I explained to you, when you count this and this and this, 7, 14, 20, 30, okay, all zeros equal 6, creating 36. That will create R and I. That is where the birth comes in, R and I. Actually, it's 29, sorry. It's B and I. I have to redo that, the birth. Hold on a second. 2 times 9, no. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals R equals I. 6 by 6 equals to 36. How do you create 6 by 6? ABC, ABC equals 6 equals 6. This is addition, and this is multiplication, AM or PM, okay? Multiplication, I think multiplication is all about confusion, by the way. And what is the P for? Multiplication by pi? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of things. How you doing there, girl? You doing good? Yeah? Should I pat you? Yes. How you doing? You want a little company? But now you took away your beautiful eyes. Say hello. Say hello. Say hi. Say hi, rhinoceros. Say hi, rhinoceros. Hi, rhinoceros. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go on. So now we're going to go on to the queen. Now the queen is number 62, and the king is number 41. It is the queen is the 12th card. You see 12. And the king, okay, is the 13th card. 13. See here, 13th, you can use the whole word, but 12 is not the same word as 12th. There's a division in the word, so there's got to be there's something different about 13th and up, because the first time you become a teen is over here at 13. This is the first teen, okay? 14th, okay, is the second teen, and 15 or 15th, okay, I can do both of them. Okay, is the third teen. Now we have to go one more, because the reflection, okay, of the first one, of the first number, okay, oh, did we do 4? No, okay, here, 1, 2, 3, right? From inside, we jumped in, we go 1, 2, 3, now we jump out. And 16th, okay, we jump out. And this is the 4th teen. And I standardize this, okay, for like talking about decimal points. And one of the reason is because of when you have the word first, second, third, fourth, abbreviation is ST, ND, RD, and TH. So I yet like to put the word together and go I put these two together because we start over on fourth. And why do we start over on fourth? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. We have started over again. So by the rule, or by the rule of their rule, this rule of Pythagorean counting, we start over again. So we go fourth. Secondly, when we get the 13th, we use the real word of 13. When we go to 14, okay, we use the real word of 14 and 14th. But when we use the real word of 13th, we're not really using a numerological word. We are using a newly created word, okay, 28 and 29 and 44 and 28. Wow, I'm always misrepresenting this number here. I have to watch out. It's the third time I did it. I'm not happy. IR is 27. And I think I've been putting it very often as 29, and I think I'm going to have to make corrections. I used to call this the moon, and it's not, it's freedom. But it's the freedom through DC Rael. Or let's add on the Mars to it, the Mars functionality of 28 cycle to the moon, Israel. And I'm coming back to this, why this is what it is because of this over here. You see, we have 3-9. This is the 3-9 house, the 2-8 house, and the 1-7 house. It's the 1-3 house and the 4-6 house and the 7-9 house. If I use these numbers and twist it, they're going to show you most likely some sort of anglage, right? 2 comes to a point, and that point might be the hole over here or up here to go around 5, while 3 through 7 goes through 5. But anyways, 7, 4, and 1 equals 12. 9, 6, 3 equals 18. 1 and 4 and 7 snicker equals 12 L. Reverse 15 O. 3 plus 6 plus 9 equals to 18 R. Reverse 09 I. They both equal 27. 27 equals to 54, the sun. Okay, then it will become the birth. When you put it together, L sound and R sound, okay, which way do you want to put it together? I like to just go real or Rael. How about the O that comes with it and put O Rael, or put the I with it? Now, once you have the I with the O, right, that's automatically saying 10, right? The I carries its own little O on top of it, the dot. The center of this, it carries, but it doesn't carry the heaven on the outside. The heaven on the outside. It carries the heaven up here. I carry heaven with me. O Israel, L and R, Lori. I have to look into this a little bit more. So we have that. The thing with number 13, it is not saying the word 3. 3 is number 56. This is the basic. And then it is into 13th. Time, heaven of birth, angels from Venus. 14 is saying the word 4. It's got the whole teen in it, and it has TH. Time, heaven. 15, again, this is a word, and this is a word, but it does not say 5. This should say 5, but it does not. 5 is number 42, so you have to know you're coming for the division of the house of Maxwell Smart, where Agent 99 comes in. Now we're talking about Jupiter, the gateway, the roadway of ABC star system. ABC, ABC. Okay, and this is 66, and it's the star system, so that means it would be the king, valued at 41, DNA in the sun. The sun, the Fox Pass, because the multiplication of this equals to 4 equals to 5. 4, 5 by 4 really doesn't matter. The multiplication of that is 20 and 9, equaling to 29, or 11 and 29, which is in one way minus and plus, right? Which becomes 11, 11. This will create 18 and 11, creating K, 9, if you want to look at it that way. The spirit in Venus, or the heaven in Venus. This is a multiplication. This is an addition equaling to the same number, giving me that star. Now I am ready to show you the queen. The queen is number 62. Did I do it on the other page? Okay, spell out these letters. She is number 57 plus 5. She holds the elixir, the cube, number 21. Everything changes on a 21. 12/21, the female changes into a woman. And on the 21st day of the cycle of the zodiacs. 3 weeks and the chicken egg is hatched. The moon changes its cycle. Because we had to have 5, there's 2 E's in here, which create a J. If I create the J, I create just the number 1. By creating a number 1, this whole word changes. Instead of 62, Q, U plus A plus N equals to 15 and 38. It equals to 53, electric company. Instead of 628, it's 538. And now what happens? This becomes 1-5 reverse, Mars. This becomes 2-4 reverse, Mars. 66. They're telling me the same story. This one becomes the cat. So we're going to go back to queen number 62. And what happens with the queen is, if the queen's starting point is right over here, the queen can only move in this direction, but cannot do what the king can do, because the king can also go here and here and here and here. But the queen can move multiple spaces, and the king can only move one space. This is the reality. Now, the reality of this is, if this was your house over here, okay, you would own no land over here, and you would have really no quarrels with your neighbors. You would, if it was the king, okay, if this was your house, this would be your street out. So what is going on in these situations, right? We went through already. So when we go back over here, 15 is not, so this 13 is not 3. Okay. And secondly, it's also not 4, because 13, okay, slash 1 plus 3 equals 4. And it's not. And 14, okay, slash 1 plus 4 equals 5. And it's not. But it is. It has nothing to do with 4. Or does it? Is that when A, B, C, D comes into play? 10 and 4? Because you need A, B, C, D, and D. Jack comes into the house. Communication, Roger Rabbit. Jesus approaches you. The cycle and the birth cycle of creation through the rat planet, Saturn, somehow controlled, created by Mars, somehow. How does Mars fit into this whole thing? Now, when we get to 17, 18, 19, they're pretty special because you say 7, you say 8, you say 9, but wait a second. Wait a second. There's something different about this. Teen. There's something special about this, really special about this, although you can see this right here. But when you go to 18th, okay, all you need is this. You don't need the T because it already comes with it. It already comes with it. In fact, it comes with both H and T because it is the gateway to the heavens through 8. And it tells it right in its word, and it's done it multiple times in multiple situations. Okay, Pyrakin, are you still here, Pyrakin, or have you left, or did we lose you? I want to, explain it to you how it works. Okay. So yeah, let's just end it here. Not the word 3, not the word 4. Yes, not the word 3, word 4. Not the word 5, word 6. 7, 8, and 9, all the words. And in French, they say the word 10, okay, and 7 in French. Or they'll say the word 10 and 8 in French, and they'll say the word 10 and 9 in French. Let's take this on levels. 17 and 17 is 25. 18 and 18 is 27. And 19 and 19 is 29. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 9 plus 9 equals to 18. 1 plus 8 equals to 9. 9 and 2, 9 and 2. 1 and 1, 2. 7 and 7. 7 and 7, 14. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. This is how it's all created. And this is where Christ, Q, DC, cold, hot. 43, 34. This is where purple comes in at 88. So here together we have 77, and that is Christ. And here we have 88, the heavens of Christ. The total of 77 and 88 equals to 165, or to a single digit count of 1515, or 66. It is the gateway to the heaven of the Christ, of the birth of the moon child. Moon child. 88, Pegasus. So this is a basic of the reality of the mathematics. All I do is I multiply and I add to the same situation. Now, because there's zeros in here, add 6 to each one. This equals to 23. This equals to 24. This equals to 25. And this is where your birth spirit comes in. Communication, 9 lives of the cat through Ra. This one over here is the gateway. This is 89, the high sky. This is the brick and mortar. Yeah, so that's basically what these words do. And there's more to it, but I'm just a little tired right now, and I have to think about it. So you understand how first, second, and third started with here, and then when you got the fourth, it was actually first again. So 16th, which is fourth, is actually first. Fourth and first come together all the time. Fourth and first. Fourth and first. So then if 16 is first as well as fourth, but should it be? Because the leap year is not like that. Although it repeats, but the leap year doesn't. Wouldn't that offset everything? If the leap year is there, it offsets everything. I'm going to tell you what I'm getting to. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. Plus 4 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Then it starts over again. So, oh, that's the completion. So the completion, so now you start on a new, although it's the end of the cycle, you have to start the next year as its fifth cycle. So I'm gonna go into the fifth cycle. Okay, and that fifth cycle would be 17. 17 is the fifth cycle. But it is the second cycle. It's the fifth cycle since 13. Okay, but it's the second cycle. Okay, and it is first. 8 is second. 9 is third. 10 is fourth. 10 starts everything over again. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. Your 10 becomes your TH. Now I'm going to explain it to you again. Let me turn it over. Let me explain it to you again. What am I doing? After 12, we begin 13. We begin the teen house of numbers. So we say 13, but that's not saying 3. 14 is saying the word. So this is the first of the teen. 14 is the second of the teen, and it is saying the word 4. 15 is not saying 5. It is the third of the teen, RD, third. Okay. And 16 is saying the word, and it is fourth. and it brings it to omega. Alpha 1, omega 4. Now, or alpha alpha if you want. Alpha delta. Why don't we just call it alpha delta? Can we call it alpha delta? Alpha delta alpha? But there's another one like this that should come inside of it because it becomes 10. So when we get to let me see. So the end of the cycle was here. So this is the first cycle of teens. Okay? And there's a rotation between saying the word and not saying the word. The second cycle of teens is right here, where we start over at first. Although it's the fifth one, 7 is the fifth. The teen, this is the sixth one. Remember, 6 and 8 come together. This is the sixth time you're going to say teen. This is the 7th time you're going to say teen. So 9 gives you the gateway to 6. 9 gives you the gateway to 6. 8 gives you the gateway. Why does this give you the gateway? Yes, because it's to 5. 8 gives you the gateway to 5, the matrix. 7 gives you the gateway to 4. Did I say this? No. 7 gives you the gateway to 5. 8 gives you the gateway to the 6th cycle. 6th cycle of teen. 9 gives it to you to the 7th cycle of teen. Okay, so yeah. And it is also third in line from the beginning, in the beginning of the cycle. Do you follow me so far? But there's other things we can do with this. So anyways, just for the sake of the matter, okay, it is third, it is number 9, and it is in the 2nd cycle. It is 2nd, it is 6th in the cycle, it is number 8. It is 1st, okay, in the 2nd cycle, and it is 5th overall. 5 and 6 become the student. These are the student, how they match up over here. That's the basics of this. We spoke about the king and the queen. The king, in short, I'm just going to make it real short. Okay, the king can go in any direction. No, I can't make it that small. It's got to be a minimum this size. So the king starts over here, and the king can go wherever he chooses, slated that there's nobody else there. So he occupies one area of 9, and he can move one direction. Can move only one direction at a time, one space. But not the queen. Oh no, not the queen. The queen can she can just, run the horn. She can just go like right there. That's how the queen goes, right? So if the queen was over here, okay, if the queen was over here, the queen can go here, 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 and here. So the queen, number 62, and the king, number 41. 41, 4 numbers, 108, reverse 67. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 135, reverse 73. So now occupy one area. Occupy 8, occupy one area, move 4 directions. as many spaces as she wants. King can go only in 1. Queen can go in 4. But she can go anywhere she wants. So once a move is made, okay, one move leaves 3 choices chosen as one choice. And then 1 choice taken. Yeah, because you take 1 choice, 3 choices you haven't taken. The 3 choices you haven't taken, you've taken them as 1 choice not to take. That's what it is, right? 3 choices not taken, taken is in 1 choice. You follow me? 3 choices chosen as 1 choice. When you took this, these became like ones you didn't do. So that's the queen. The queen gets 4 for the queen, and the king gets 8. And 48 is the son of Pluto. It also goes with the word buy and sell, and created. It will create 32 and 12 equaling to 44 for area, space, day, and night. I like to write that's not actually area. I call it space. It's actually space. Well, space takes area, and the numeric value for area is 25. Numeric value for space is 44, creating 69. So in the creation of 9, or the creation of 6, and building of the house. So you can go in this. Hold on a second. I can go this way in. See the angle of my hand? See the angle of my hand? Now to take a look here. Whoop, I moved it. Whoop, I moved the whole thing. Anyways, whatever it is, that's what it is. Which side of the moon? I don't know. Is it a side of the moon or something? Okay. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's what it is. That's the king and the queen. And the total of the two is 62, and 41 equals to 103 Mercury, which is a combination of Mars and Earth and Venus and creation of the cube and la da 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 da. Finishing off with 18 and 25 equaling to 43 DC, R and Y. I think we're going to end the video on that. I think there's other things I wanted to mention about the Jesus fish, the school of fish, April Fool's Day. They call it the Day of the Fish. The 2 circles that come together that create the fish, meaning maybe the 2 heavens. The names that I give that they're going to school. It's a school of fish. The word fish, if I can remember, Fi equals to 9 and 15, 15 and 27, 8 and 19 is 27, and 9 is 36, and 6 equals to 42, while fish and cat get the same number, and that is the house planet. Thank you for watching this video. Raphael 7286, constellation of Pegasus, RH.